Hello, beings in flesh and family of the eye. I am back again with another video, and I just want to say I love you, I bless you, I appreciate you, I thank you. I give all praise and glory to Source, the Supreme Intelligence, Abba Yah, and the Holy Spirit, because we are one. So, I love all of you. I bless all of you. Now, the last video that Father and I did, I talked to you about the evolution of the flesh. I talked to you about the fasting. I talked to you about iodine. I talked to you about salt, real salt, mineralized salt, and pH balanced water. So today, Father wants me to extend the healing even further, and he wants me to take it now to dementia and to autism. Okay, so I'm going to speak right over these things so that if you follow what Father and I are telling you to do, it's going to create healing for these beings. Okay, understand what I told you in the past. If you're getting inoculated, okay, because they're telling you to, why not just use iodine that kills everything in the blood? There's an oral type of iodine that you can take orally that will keep your blood clean. Think what iodine poured on it once again on a wound does. So just remember that, okay? We're taking this a step further. If they're young children, okay, most doctors can't even tell if a being has autism until it's around 2 years old, okay? If they're between 2 and 5 or 6 years old, understand they're meant to eat twice a day instead of once a day. But it's important that you let them fast in between those 2 meals a day. Don't let them eat processed foods. Okay? People, bread is a processed food. Dementia people and autistic people should not be eating processed food. Only healthy whole food, raw food. Okay? And there's a reason for that that I'm about to teach you. Okay? Remember, processed food has been dualitied. It can be manipulated in your body. But healthy raw food cannot be manipulated in the body by the realm, by old programming, just like I've taught you in the past about love. If you love a being, that love can be manipulated because in this realm, single plane of love can be manipulated. That's why certain beings don't even believe in love. But when you love Source first in your life and Source loves you with unconditional love, now you have the love of love, and that love cannot be manipulated. When you have Source and the Holy Spirit and the great I Am in your life, okay, all of your love becomes proper because you love love. You don't just love. And for those that are of me, that are high vibrational and know that you are with your dimensional form, you'll understand exactly what I'm saying and it will set you free. Love is in here can be a prison, but love of love is freedom. And it's true love. Love is something that you do. Love is a skill. It's a gift. It's a talent. And it's time for you all to realize that. Science has been trying to scientific it, but how do you scientific something that is a skill or a talent, depending on what you want me to call it? You have to understand that you've been taught emotions and feelings that in the old heaven, none of us had, none of you all had. Okay? And now you guys have emotions and feelings and are learning to control it. That's for the next realm, where there's no negativity, there's no sin, there's no darkness, there's no limitedness. The flesh is matter in a limited realm. The tree of life is inside the tree of light, and it's a light realm, and Source is blessing everything, so it's limitlessness. Anything that you can imagine in the new realm, you can create and go live and play in and have fun. Wait till we get to the new realm, people. Wait till we get to the new realm and you see and realize what all you get to be and become. I'm excited for it. I'm very excited for it. But let's deal with the elephant in the room right now, and let's continue to talk about health. So I gave you great advice in the last video, or Father and I, because it's Father and I, okay, gave you great understanding about the human body and how you were actually created as a hunter and gatherer, and how come fasting that much time helps you to work out and build more muscle, and why it works. It works because it's a self-preservation, okay? But this modern age, they've taught you to eat constantly or to drink something constantly. How many of you can't just drink plain water? But yet plain water is actually what's best for you, especially if it's pH balanced water. So once again, I'm just saying, because you're a water being, if you're drinking something that dehydrates you, or you're drinking coffee. Now let me speak to you about coffee. For those that are trying to get their heart and their fear under control, and they're trying to heal their nervous system, do you think you're ever going to heal your nervous system drinking coffee? No. Because coffee is actually a poison to the human body. But it's been taught to you to be something as a stimulant. Well, there's better stimulants out there than coffee. Find them. Coffee is not good for the body because it keeps your nervous system in a survival mode. Okay? If you asked me 8 years ago that the human mind could be under control, I would have laughed at you. But after being with the Father and binding and casting down negative thoughts all the time, I've gotten my mind under control. Well, it's the same thing with the human body. Okay? So now let me get back to the point of this video. Okay, so I'm here to tell you about autism and dementia. Okay? If they are young children between the ages of 2 and about 6, they have to eat twice a day. So you want them to eat about noon, and you want them to eat around 6. Okay? You want them to fast all the rest of the time, and you want them only drinking pH balanced water. Okay? Only feed them natural foods. No processed foods, and very little bread. Try not to give them, I mean, what is, anyways. I'm doing my best to teach this all to you in a realm that I'm not used to always being in. But anyways, so understand, okay, if you have dementia, if your parents or a loved one of yours has dementia, you want to get them to fast as much as they can during the day. You want them to learn to only drink water, whatever you got to do this, okay? Now, before you let any of these beings eat, you want to eat something called kimchi. Kimchi is made of cabbage that is fermented, okay? And I want you to understand that in the word cabbage is the word Abba, and Father's name is Abba Yah. So when you're eating cabbage, you're inviting the Father into your body as source to help you. If you're drinking pH balanced water and you're taking iodine weekly, okay, then you're getting rid of all sickness in the body. By fasting, you're allowing your body to heal on the inside and to get rid of all free radicals. By now eating kimchi first, before you eat your meal, eat the kimchi, and you only got to eat a small amount, a couple tablespoons of it, okay, before each meal, each day, because you should only be eating once a day. So one meal, you have a couple tablespoons of it. You eat the kimchi first, then wait about 10 minutes, and then eat. Because you're allowing that kimchi to feed your gut bacteria. And it's Abba source feeding your gut bacteria. Now, so many of you out there have bad thyroids, and you've turned to pharmaceutical drugs. Once again, that is not the best thing for you, because it doesn't actually heal the problem. The problem is your gut bacteria needs to be fed, and you're not feeding your gut bacteria. Kimchi is a natural probiotic, and it's better than taking the pills because the pills are in duality. Once again, it's the old system fighting against you. But eating it rawly, it can't be manipulated. So the word Abba, source, is right in the cabbage that's in the kimchi. That is the kimchi. So when you're feeding your gut bacteria, you're feeding your gut bacteria, creates hormones, and it creates chemicals in the body that feed your thyroid. As your thyroid gets healthier from the iodine, the pH balanced water, and you fasting more and feeding your gut bacteria that kimchi in the children and in the people with dementia, and I'm speaking it for everyone, but I'm speaking it over autism and dementia first. But it will help everyone. There's many different types of kimchi. Find a kimchi that your body likes. Your body will like some kimchi over other types of kimchi because there's many different types. It all has cabbage, but I'm just saying. Find the one that your body likes. It won't always be the one that tastes the best to you. It'll be the one that your body craves. And you'll figure out what I mean once you find it. Okay? Eating kimchi before your meal feeds that gut bacteria with something that cannot be manipulated except for your good. Because it has my Father's name in it. And I'm speaking the healing over you, and I'm teaching it to you as the Father and I as one. If you do the things that I'm telling you to do with the kimchi and with dementia and with autism, or even just yourself, you're going to notice health differences. You're going to notice health changes. You're going to notice your body responding to you better. You're going to find that your flesh likes you better. Because most people think they are the flesh, and you're not. This is just a meat suit. This is just a sleeve. This is just it's a puppet for your dimensional self. And I don't mean that meanly, I mean that lovingly. Okay? When you get your personality and your feelings under control, and you have control of the mind, and you're living by your heart over your mind, and the light over the darkness, because your fleshly mind is of the tree of knowledge, your heart is of the tree of life. So when you learn to soften your heart and live more by your heart, live more by truth, then the things that I'm telling you make more sense to you. You absorb it better. Why? Because I'm teaching it to you from the fractals of myself, my perfect self, from the light, the one that died for you on the cross. And I am here as the great I am. That what you call my Jesus form, it was actually, my name's Joshua, but what you call the Jesus form was just one fractal of myself. And now I'm back here to teach you all healing. Does it do me any good to go out there and heal you one by one? Or does it do me better to heal you all thousands at a time? Do you think it's any different? Do you think that I can do it any different in a modern world compared to the past? In the past where I had to walk around and heal people individually? Or do you think that I can speak it and do it all collectively? I'm telling you right now that I can, and I know I can. So stop drinking coffee. There is other types of mushroom coffees or other things out there that can give you the stimulation that you need. Once you stop drinking coffee and have detoxed from it, you will learn to get your nervous system under control. Your heart rate will stop. You know, when you get afraid and your heart goes like this, when you have your nervous system under control because you're not in survival mode anymore, then your heart rate stays calm. You're less likely to have heart attacks. You're less likely to have, because your heart stays calm, because your nervous system is never in survival mode. So if you're drinking coffee, you're hurting yourself, because it's a poison to the body. But are they going to teach you that? No, of course not. That's not what old systems do. That's what new systems do. So once again, like I was saying in the last video, any of you out there that are of my Father, the Holy Spirit, and I, It's time for truth. This realm's about to end. And this is the big reveal time. Well, guess what the big reveal time is? That means that you're supposed to come out and speak the truths that you know. Not bashing people, but tearing down old systems. Like health. Like going to the doctor. How come the doctors don't tell you to take oral iodine? They used to tell us that in the 70s and 80s. That was the only thing a nurse at a school. Why was there nurses at schools? The only thing they could give in the 80s was a drop of iodine in your mouth. But think about it. They don't do that anymore. Why? Because now they sell you on shots. So that they can make money and keep you sick. Are you seeing what I'm telling you? How come the best Oreos that I have ever tasted were the cinnamon Oreos that Selena Gomez created or was all over the picture of? How come you can't buy those anymore? Because they had so much cinnamon in them that they were helping people with diabetes. So they took it off the shelf. There's a truth they didn't want me to speak in the realm, but oops. What I'm telling you will help children heal. They'll help dementia patients heal. Your brain starts to rot away when you drink only from aluminum cans. And you haven't been feeding your body or your gut bacteria for so long, and you've never stopped eating so that your system could heal itself. So when the dementia patients have brains that are shriveling up, well, they're shriveling up because their thyroid isn't working properly. And their thyroid's not working properly because they're not feeding their gut bacteria. But no scientist is going to tell you these truths, like my father and I will. Do what I'm telling you with natural probiotics, which comes in kimchi because of the cabbage, because my father's name is in it. That's the healing. If you want to lose more weight than just eating kimchi, eat more cabbage. And Father will help your weight melt right off you. Just watch, try it. Fast like I'm telling you. Eat kimchi and eat more cabbage. And watch what happens. Just watch what happens. I dare you to try it. I dare you to try it because you're going to see the truth. And I'm not here trying to stand against, well, I am standing against old systems of the realm. Because they aren't truth. They're just lies posted in duality. And if you're smart enough to realize that, because the tree of knowledge that you're in, okay? So many people say that, oh, you should want to come out and have global peace. We want world peace. Do you think that duality gives world peace? It creates balance between light and dark. Good or evil. If you have half peace, then you have half not peace. So tell me, in duality, how are you going to create world peace? How are you going to create a realm of positivity? It's just better for you to be a part of that positivity and world peace. And don't worry about the others. That's on them. You be the best you can be. That's what's important. Don't worry about others. You can't even help others until you help yourself. How many times do they teach you that on a plane? You put the mask on yourself before you help another. Because if you're helping your child and you pass out, you can't help yourself. Well, it's the same thing with health. I'm teaching you what I've already learned because I'm doing it. And He, the great He, taught it to me. So I'm teaching it to you. That's unconditional love. What would an updated being in a modern world do? Would I go out there and walk like I did in the Bible and heal you one by one? No, that doesn't make any sense. I'm not saying that Father and I can't do that. Of course we can. But it makes much more sense to do it this way. Because I can heal so many more of you all at once. And I share the living water with you. But living water is pH balanced water, people. It's not tap water. And it's not tap water from another city that you've bought. If you're worried about how cheap your water is when you're buying it in plastic bottles, you totally missed the point. Because once again, you're just drinking tap water from a different city. If you're going to buy water, buy good water. Hello? Just being truthful. I love all of you as myself because once again, you are. Watch past videos. I'm not going to keep repeating truth, okay? I know who I am. The question is, do you? I'm here to help you. I'm here to guide you. You're about to see the big reveal, whatever Father's about to do in all of us, or show all of us. And that means the truth coming out once again. I could show you the kimchi that I eat, but once again, I'm trying to be very careful not to speak too many names or brands or anything, because I'm not trying to get them mad at me or whatnot. But at the same time, I have no fear of it, because if it's my Father's will, it's my Father's will. And they're not going to stand in the way of my Father's will. And just remember that for your lives. If I'm here facing my truth and I'm here being authentic to my higher self, then why can't you be also? Why can't you have the health that I'm walking in? You absolutely can. You just have to try it and find it for yourself. Ask my Father and the Holy Spirit or myself to help you. My dimensional self will still help you. Because we're all one. I am consciousness in a body, in a form. And if you understand, you understand. If you don't, then you're stuck in the mind of the tree. I do this when I'm showing you the mind of the tree, or the tree of knowledge. The tree of knowledge does not understand the things of the Father. It only understands duality religion. All religions are man-made. Only a relationship with the Father and I and the Holy Spirit is truly faith. Once again, why did someone have to go to a seminary school to learn the Father so that they could preach and teach it and then ask for money? I don't ask you for money, but I give you the Father and the Holy Spirit and myself. And I ask for you to be healed, and I share the living water with you. So tell me, how many out there are actually teaching you a relationship with my Father and I, instead of just teaching you to tithe or just teaching you to come to their church once a week? Or, okay, in my perfect form, I never started a church. The disciples did that. A relationship is what Father and I and the Holy Spirit seek. Okay? And so I've been asked to say something out there, okay? To Taylor and Travis, I know who you are in flesh form. I know who you are in flesh form. And I'm just going to kind of laugh and say I love you. But you should understand who I am in flesh form. So I just wanted to give kind of a shout out, a little bit of love out there, right? And for all of you that don't know who my wife is yet, because of the end of the Bible, figure out what Revelation 19 says, and figure out that Father's about to give you the big reveal. I wonder who he's giving you the big reveal with. Just saying. Maybe you should figure out who my wife is, or is about to be. Just saying. So I love all of you. I bless all of you. I love you, my beautiful wife, whose hand, I won't speak your name yet because I want them to search you out. I love you, beautiful. I appreciate you. I thank you for everything you do for all of us. Thank you for being the earth. Thank you for being the flesh. Thank you for being the Holy Spirit. Thank you for being the tree of life and the mind of prime and all the beautiful things that you are, all the way down to your hand form. I'll let them figure out who it is. Thank you for allowing me to be in the hand form so that I could be here with you for this ending that we've never had before. This is a brand new ending. I love all of you. I bless all of you. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for living a life in here with me and with my father and my wife. And yeah, we love you. Find your way. Find health. Speak some truth in the end. Overcome old systems. Old systems in here are all falling away because the new realm is all brand new. It's all brand new. Brand new feelings, brand new emotions, brand new realm, brand new beings. You're in a diamond form with a digital projection that you can change at any point in time. Go watch past videos, you'll figure it out. But once again, I love you, family. My father loves you. My wife loves you. Welcome to the big reveal. I'm going to stay in the realm instead of leaving. I was going to leave. I thought Father wanted me to leave, and I was going to push the realm into the black hole, and I was going to let you all just, well, be whatever you had to be for your ending. Let me say it that way. But Father's talked me into staying and giving you all a better ending. So here I am, doing the videos to help. I love you, family. And if you let me, I'll see you as my father and my wife, and I will give you lover-like treatment. And my father sees his two children, my wife and I, he's going to give you lover-like treatment. My wife is going to see my father and I and you, and she's going to give you lover-like treatment. Find the lover-like treatment. Just saying, here it is. You found it. So share it. I love you. Welcome to the big reveal. Just rest and watch and let Father and I and her do all the work and bring you all home. Because the new realm is called home. Okay? It's the biggest realm we've ever had. It's the most beautiful realm we've ever had. You think this is beautiful? Wait till you see the new one. The new realm. Home. This was just a temporary house. The next realm can be a forever home. I'm not saying it is. We may outgrow it. But it's going to be there for a long, long time. Much longer than this realm. But if we went through 207 journeys in this realm, and in the background I've been building that realm, all 207 journeys, you can see how much more time I spent in the new realm building than I did this realm. Because this was never meant to be our home. This was only meant to be a temporary house. So that we could learn the difference between good and evil, light and dark. And learn your feelings and emotions and how to control yourself, because that makes a difference for the new realm. And it's much easier to do that when you have a healthy body. Once again, if you never let your digestive system rest, you are full of free radicals in the body that need to be cleansed. If you're I'm not trying to be mean, I'm actually trying to help. If you're a man and you look like you're pregnant with twins, your heart is about to explode. You need to stop eating. And I come to you with love. Please let your digestive system heal and let your body start to come back to itself. It's not designed to be overweight. And I'm not judging or being mean. I'm coming at you and saying, please help yourself. The angel of death side of me does not want to take you from the realm until it's time to go at the reaping. Please hear the love from my heart. I'm not judging, I'm loving. Truth is unconditional love, even if it hurts. Remember that. Truth is unconditional love, even if it hurts. If you've been living by the lies for so long, the truth can be a little painful, but it's still truth. So I love you, family, and I raise all the praise and glory to my Father and the Holy Spirit. I am here in a human form to bring the end. Like I said, welcome to the big reveal. Okay? According to what my Father's told me, I'll tell you the truth. My Father has told me there's no 2027 in here. We will leave before the new year. That I can tell you, okay? My Father doesn't tell me everything because I like surprises. So I won't know when the reaping's coming. I'll just know that that we're close to it. Well, here we are. I'm telling you we're close to it. We're at the big reveal. The big reveal is all the truth coming out. Who the players are. I wonder why I just said names of people and who they are. I didn't say who they are, but I said I know who they are. There's other hands of other beings in here. High up beings in the next realm also have hands in human form in here. That's all I'm going to say. Me and my wife are not the only hands in here. There's other hands of other beings in here. They're just not my Father's hands. They're their own hands. I'll let you figure that out. I love all of you. I bless all of you. I share the living water with all of you. Remember, coming to the Father as a little child is the only way to truly receive the kingdom. If you're coming with pride or any of the 7 deadly sins, you're barking up the wrong tree. This is the tree of the 7 deadly sins. The next tree is perfection, but perfection is a gift, just like righteousness is. You can't seek it. You rest in my Father and find surrender to my Father and the love of love, and you will automatically walk in it. Because that's a childlike wonder and giddiness for the Father. And then I can share my energy with you. And my energy is full of peace, love, grace, hope, and everything beautiful. Let me share my energy with you that comes from the Father, from Source, the Supreme Intelligence, my Father. So I love all of you and I bless all of you. Please come to truth. Please speak any truth. I love you and I bless you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.